Okay, so here we have Shakespeare's sonnet number 4. Sonnet number 4 concentrates on a legacy, and in particular, dealing with an inheritance, a bequest, to bequeath something. And here we have the speaker is addressing the subject and telling him that he is so beautiful or handsome that he needs to pass on his legacy. He needs to pass on his beauty to the next generation. And that he can no longer just spend it on himself. So we have once again this notion of self love. And we've seen so far in the sonnets that self love or narcissism is not a good thing. So basically, he states, hey, you are so attractive, so beautiful, that you are only obsessed with yourself, and that you've been given in Q2 this largesse, this inheritance, and you cannot just spend it on yourself by being obsessed with yourself. It's a great sum, and you need to invest it, right, into something that makes a profit. And a usurer was someone who, during the medieval time period, would lend out money for exorbitant amount of interest. So here it's mentioning this and placing it within the context of someone who has something, has money, or has something that's that's valuable, and is not investing it properly and not getting a profit from it. Because here the speaker is stating that you are only obsessed with yourself. Okay, thou of thyself, thy sweet self dost deceive. You deceive yourself because you're only paying attention to yourself and you're not thinking about the future. Because when nature calls thee to be gone, right? So when you are upon death, when you're eventually gone, what audit can thou leave? What can you leave to stand for what your life was worth? Or what can you leave for future generations to see about your beauty and how did you spend it? Okay, what is the audit going to reveal? Because thy unused beauty must be tuned with thee, must be tuned with thee. Okay, so this is obviously death within the grave, which use lives the executor to be. So here it's quite clear that the couplet is clearly establishing that if you die without having a child, your beauty will die with you. So basically, when we look at the couplet, the speaker basically says, you have this unused beauty. It will die in the tomb with you unless you have a child who will be the executor of your legacy, the will be the inheritor, and will live on and be a representation of your beauty. But it's all connected to nature. Nature is giving you this bequest, your beauty. And she only lends it to those who are free, in the sense that who are generous, and that you have this great inheritance, and you cannot waste it purely on yourself. So, in order to have an acceptable audit, you must have a child who will be your representation when you are gone. Because if you do not have a child who will reflect your beauty will just be completely superfluous and will be intuned with you. So basically, it continues the theme of uh, having a child in order for the addressee's beauty to continue on. And this one